Good evening, humanoids and bugs. This is Fargo Wilta, back for another low quality review, this time Hollow Knight. A couple things. First of all, I have a new mic, so hopefully I am sounding a little bit better than before. Um, Second, I'm just going to be entering these numbers here as we go, instead of some weird system where I drag pictures around, or darkening the cells. Yeah, that was kind of dumb, but. And then also we have our last two reviews up here, just for comparison's sake. And let's get started. So, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight it's a pretty popular game, so I'm sure most people have heard of it. But if you haven't, first, let me just say it is quite the good game, so you should play. Quite good. Alright, now, for a more in-depth review. Let's see. It's a Metroidvania, also, so if you like the kind of thing, you're basically guaranteed to like this game, I would say. Um, but yeah. Alright, graphics, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Graphics are very good. I mean, we have our nice images here. Looking pretty good. The backgrounds are one thing I'd like to point out. They're very nice. Nice thing to look at. I feel like backgrounds go unnoticed a lot of times, but they're very nice here. And there's just a lot of little things to look at. I mean, just in these images, just a lot of little extras that didn't need to be there, and they are there, and it's nice. And enemies all look good. Main character looks good. Effects look good. Everything is looking good, and it's pretty much a very unique style to everything to make it distinct from other games. It's not a 10 out of 10 just because I don't know. I'm not ready to give away a 10 out of 10. But 9 out of 10 is very good. Alright, music 8 out of 10. The music in this game is pretty darn good, but it's no masterpiece or anything, in my opinion. The music is good within the game, and I would not personally ever listen to it outside the game. So, yeah, I pretty much wouldn't give anything above an 8 to anything, or I don't at least have a certain couple songs I like to listen to. But yeah, music's good. It's very fitting, and it's kind of ambient. A lot of it's ambient in a way, which is probably one reason I don't, just listen to it, because it's ambient. It's not really a, a jam or anything. So, but yeah, each area has a unique theme, and the themes are very fitting, and you can pretty much immediately tell which area you're in. If you enter a new area, it's like, oh, new song. Oh, I know what area this is. Yes. So, moving on. Gameplay. 1 out of 10. Alright, no, just kidding. A 10 out of 10. Gameplay. Pretty amazing. Really good gameplay. You're a little bug knight. You got your sword, which is called a nail. And you run around, you whack people, and explore new areas, get upgrades. Good time. There's a pretty nice system with the life bar here. If you get hit, you can charge to restore your health. But obviously, you can't get hit while you're charging, so it's kind of a pretty nice system where you gotta look for a chance to heal, and or just keep attacking and hope you don't die first. So there's definitely a good few strategies you can pull off, which makes it not the same every time. Lots of different options. Also, you have these charms, which are pretty much accessories. You can only equip a certain number at a time, and well, a lot of them can make the gameplay very different. So a lot of different ways you can mix it up that way. And of course, I usually just stick to the same ones, which are quick slash and long slash or something like that. Just long and quick nail attacks. That's it. But yeah, you also have a couple of spells which also uses the same gauge, which is right here. Um, so you either heal or you use spells, pretty much. Um, but yeah, it's very good gameplay, very varied, and really good. If you like Metroidvania, you pretty much are gonna like this. So yeah, moving on. Story, I'm giving a 7 out of 10, which is actually the worst rank for Hollow Knight. So you know it has at least a 70%. Um, but yeah, story is kind of interesting because pretty much the story all happened in the past, and now you're here and you're trying to figure out. And a lot of it's just kind of vague, open to interpretation. You're finding random bits and pieces here and there, and it's definitely not my kind of story. But it is interesting, I suppose. And the ending is another thing which I didn't really like. So 7 out of 10 there, but I won't say much about that due to spoilers, of course. Um, and then bosses, I'm giving it 8 out of 10. There are a lot of bosses in this game. Most of them are pretty good, but there are a couple that are just not not that fun. Um, like a bunch of there's these ghosts of knights. I mean, if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But a lot of them, they're not that great. And then there's also the final boss is kind of annoying for a couple reasons. But yeah, but most of them are pretty good, and for the most part, they're very fair, and they have nice patterns which you can learn. It's not random or anything. So overall, pretty solid. 8 out of 10. And now secrets, I am giving a 10 out of 10. There are a ton of secrets, a ton of things to find. You can find upgrades to your health, you can find new attacks, upgrades to your mana bar thing, more charms. There's like 40 charms, I think, all over the place. Basically, impossible to find them all without a guide. I mean, not really, but I certainly can't find everything by myself. So, lots of stuff to find, and I'm always motivated to find everything, even if I have to look it up. Just gotta make sure I have it all. So, lots of secrets, and some of it's just money, some of it's lore, story. But yeah, 10 out of 10, very good secrets. And now for difficulty, 8 out of 10. Difficulty is overall pretty good. It's definitely a decently hard game compared to most Metroidvanias I've played. Um, Mostly because, well, you can't take very many hits, and a lot of times you can take hits very rapidly, and then if you don't get your chance to heal, you're done. Um, and sometimes things deal 2 damage to you instead of 1, and I think your max health is literally like 7, so it's like 3, 4 hits. That's it. Um, so you can't go face tanking or anything. Yeah. Another thing with difficulty, when you do die, you go back to your last checkpoint, which are these benches, and you lose all your money, and then you have to go back to where you died to kill a ghost of yourself or something to get your money back, which is pretty nice. And a nice thing about that is also you don't lose any progress. All you lose is your money. So everything you did is still there, which is nice. I really hate when you die in a game and, oh, I just wasted an hour because it just reset everything. But it's not quite that bad, but it is really annoying how you lose all your money. I've lost so much money just by either dying again before getting to it or forgetting. Like I seriously had 15,000, and then I just died, and then I lost it all, so very sad. I wish it was like half your money or something. But besides that, difficulty is pretty good overall. It definitely ramps up towards the end, and it's never too hard unless it's the optional stuff. So, oh yeah, one more thing about secrets. There are lots of optional things. There's optional areas, optional bosses. So all of that is also in this 10 out of 10. So very good. And then finally, fun, giving a 9 out of 10. Yeah, what can I say? The game is very fun. Sometimes I get pretty frustrated at times, but it wouldn't stop me from playing for too long. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I pretty much played this game from start to finish and didn't play anything else. So yeah, that's about it. And the final score is 86%. So very solid, right below Crosscode in my opinion. So they're pretty similar in quality. Um, I will say Hollow Knight is definitely probably more fun on a replay. At least I would probably rather replay Hollow Knight than Crosscode anytime soon. It's definitely shorter and yeah, really not much to see there. But okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the review. Hopefully you enjoyed. Feel free to comment any games you want me to review in the future, and I will smell you later.